I'm Heather Arnet, CEO of the Women and Girls Foundation, and I'm joined here at the podium by Jody Hirsch, Executive Director of National Council of Jewish Women's Pittsburgh Chapter, and Kathy Wilson, Vice President, Pennsylvania Now. We are hosting today's press conference because we are shocked by the drastic job cuts and service cuts being proposed by the U.S. House of Representatives. Congress's newest members arrived with a promise to focus on restarting the economy and creating jobs. We are saddened to learn that their first priority as a new Congress, H.R. 1, continuing resolution, is focused instead on eliminating millions of jobs in this country that will result in thousands of unemployed Pennsylvanians. This job-cutting bill will throw American families even further into debt and poverty. And then, as these families find themselves in a free fall, they will find that there is no longer any safety net. This bill cuts nutritional aid from infants, housing assistance for our elderly and veterans, early childhood education, community and health care centers, and environmental protection for our water and the air we breathe. Some of these programs were enacted under Republican presidents and have long had bipartisan support. And it does so while leaving billions of dollars of subsidies for millionaires, corporations, and foreign wars unscathed. The phrase "women and children first" used to mean, in an emergency, these groups should be the ones first given the lifeboats to safety. It did not mean, in a crisis, throw the women and children overboard. But that is exactly what this bill does. It makes the most vulnerable in our community bear the brunt and all the sacrifice. The recession had a drastic impact on Americans throughout this country, but it was especially harmful to women raising children on their own in our community. Women who raise children on their own make up 75% of those living in poverty in Pittsburgh. And the National Women's Law Center recently reported that in 2010, the governmental jobs that were cut as a result of budget cuts, 86% of those were women's jobs. So women and children will be impacted as recipients of the social services being cut, and they will be impacted as the workers whose jobs will be cut. And all of us will suffer as our regional and local economies suffer. These budget cuts will not only result in decreased services to the poor, they will result in unemployment for Pennsylvanians. This is not a job creation strategy. This is not an economic recovery strategy. This is an attack on society's most vulnerable. As we watch our brothers and sisters in Egypt struggle to achieve freedom and equal access to jobs and health care and food in their country,